You're welcome to the second edition of the MoneyHub Business Summit 2022. I thought you were going to clap your hands. I'm excited to see all of you. We're going to go straight into the reason why we are here. So tonight is going to be two things. After this event, or just before this event, there are two things that are going to happen to you. The first one is the fact that you and I are going to break that bias when it comes to partnership and collaboration. Because for where we are now as individuals and as businesses, we can't do it by ourselves. We can't do it alone. The only way that we're going to move forward and become resourceful and make an impact, not only in our generation, but for generations to come, is when we partner. So this year's theme is focusing on fostering strategic business partnerships.
ATV Ghana, your world of quality entertainment.
Are you worrying about transporting yourself or loved ones with mobility issues to and from medical facilities? Medical Taxi is here to help you. We help you do it easily. Our vans are equipped with medical equipment, making the trip safe and secure. Our ride include wheelchair and stretcher-assisted transport, outpatient transport service, physiotherapy rehabilitation transfers, laboratory and medical imaging appointment transportation. Book a ride for your medical appointment by calling us on 030-252-6810, 0246-945-697, 0266-656-466, or download Medical Taxi Ghana app from our website www.medical.taxi or Google Play Store or Apple Store. Medical Taxi, grab a ride for medical appointment with just a click.
Come in. Of course. Miami Befi. Neurim.
Take me to my son's kitchen. Now take me to my room in my own son's house. Wow! Oh, Papa, Nadina would clean me baby my higher come and say, a touch products and one I'm using. Touch products.
Touch products are of high quality and affordable. We have Touch Floor Cleaner, Touch Fabric Softener, Touch Bleach, Touch Liquid Soap, and Touch Glass Cleaner. Touch product.
Life is in stages, and how well we prepare for each stage determines how well we will live the next stage. Our retirement is one of the most important stages in life, and we must prepare for it. While we are working, it is essential to make a personal commitment to our future outside the mandatory pension provisions by the government to ensure that we live a comfortable life at retirement. I'd like to introduce the Enterprise Personal Pension Plan to you. It's an individual retirement plan that helps you boost your retirement income. No matter what you do, secure your future today with the Enterprise Personal Pension Plan. As Harry Fosdick said, don't simply retire from something, have something to retire to. Dial *714*333# or download the Enterprise Advantage app on Play Store or App Store to sign up now.
Enterprise, your advantage. ATV Ghana, your world of quality entertainment.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to Cassandra and the other organizers of MoneyHub Summit. The topic for today, fostering strategic business partnership, is certainly need of the hour, which everybody should understand the value of partnership. And the first speaker, my co-speaker, Harrison, was spot on in detailing you what it goes when it comes to a partnership and what are the things you need to take care of it. I mean, it was spot on. It's always difficult being a second speaker because your first speaker has already dealt with everything, and then you go and stand in front of a bunch of people clueless of what you want to talk, right? Something is happening with me. So when this topic was given to me, the first thing came into my mind is this African proverb. You might have heard of this. If you know this, try to complete it with me. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And if you want to work in silos, definitely you're not going to go far. If you want to grow your business, collaborations, partnership is the key, right? Today, I meet a number of young budding entrepreneurs, and everybody wants to start their own business. Everybody wants to be self-employed. And let me ask this question. How many of you here are an entrepreneur? 70% of this room's population are self-employed. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. You need to think about how to create jobs for others. That's what this nation needs, especially at this point of time. For our nation to grow further, we need people who can create jobs. We need, we need people who empathize with the society they live and try to make more and more jobs. But the quite unfortunate thing is many of them venture into the businesses without any experience or without any preparation. Most of the budding entrepreneurs I have noticed today, they jump into running a business without going through this preparatory stage, just because they got some funds, just because they have an idea which a bunch of people have accepted. I've seen many people venturing into business. And you attest to this fact that today we see a lot of startups getting failed every now and then. Tell me a few successful startups from Ghana. Tell me a few unicorns from Ghana. I hope you know what a unicorn is, right? So what's a unicorn? ZPay is a unicorn, and? Yeah, it's quite unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate when you compare yourself with Kenya or when you compare yourself with Nigeria, what's happening over there. The number of unicorns we produce in Ghana is very little, but then the number of startups we get to register every now and then is so high. We have been seeing a lot of startups coming up. We have been seeing a lot of novel ideas popping up, but at the end of the day, it doesn't get established or it doesn't become successful. The reason being, there is a missing link, or people just jump into this startup ventures without going through this preparatory stage or understanding of how a business should be run. This is where a famous statement from Abraham Lincoln comes in. He says, "Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I'll spend the first 4 hours sharpening the axe." If you ask me personally, to me, before you start a business, at this point of time, we are in the 21st century. We are venturing, we are marching towards 4th industrial revolution, where our counterparts are already getting into the 5th industrial revolution. So what are the 3 things you think is must to start a business for an entrepreneur? Can anyone of you tell me some 3? Yeah. What are the other 2 things? Oh yeah, please. Why? Industrial knowledge. Excellent, excellent. So there's one, Eugene, yeah? Capital, that's the important thing, without money, we cannot do anything. Ideas, definitely. Yeah, so I'm talking about once you get into a business, definitely you will have ideas, you will have money, but then the key skills you require, one is definitely technology. Me from a technology background, obviously I have to say this. So the first and foremost thing I believe at this point of time is technology is what you need, the first thing. The second thing is obviously lateral thinking. You need to have this lateral thinking. You have to come out of this conventional mindset of running a business at this point of time. And the most important, the third one, is the topic that today, which is partnership and collaborations. Now, I'll tell you why technology. Digital skills or technological skills are changing the dynamics of business today. Today, the business is not like how it was before, right? So when I think I said this before in one of the speeches in the past, for the first time, when ATM machines were introduced, people working in the banking sectors were scared because they are going to lose their jobs. But did they lose the jobs? ATMs helped the banks to establish businesses in the rural areas. It cut down their operational cost. It reduced the labors, but then it provided jobs for people in the rural area. So technology has definitely cut down jobs. At the end of the day, it has provided massive jobs in the other end. And it also helped businesses to expand. So today, before I wrap up the session, there are few technological tools you can always rely on when you are a business owner or when you're an entrepreneur. The first and foremost thing is definitely, many of you might be using it, a Timely app. Do you know what is a Timely app? Today, we are all bogged with a lot of meetings upon meetings, especially post-COVID. I have seen that everybody is carrying a phone and then they're all on virtual meetings. So sometimes we don't know how we schedule our calendars. Sometimes we don't know how to prioritize things. This is where Timely app comes in with an inbuilt app called Memory. So Memory understands what's your workflow in a day. So it saves how your workflow is going to be. Perhaps every day morning when you go to work, you start sending your emails. So Memory puts in its folder that your first priority is into responding emails, then followed by all your virtual meetings or physical meetings, which are already saved in your calendar. So Timely helps you in the work management. And there is another tool called Legal Robot. Have you heard of Legal Robot? That's something new. We all can't afford a lawyer, a personal lawyer, right? You might be a startup. You might not be able to afford your own personal lawyer. This is why you come up with Legal Robot app. I don't know if it works in this part of the world because it's a startup, but then it's a very uber cool idea where you can analyze your contract letters, you can analyze all your legal agreements, just post it there on the Legal Robot. It comes and it explains you with all the legalities. It breaks down complex legal terms for you to understand. And this is something every business owner should understand, especially when you're partnering with your with an organization which has a shared value or shared interest. Obviously, you need to get into these legal terms of your businesses, and that's where Legal App comes in. And there are several. Unfortunately, I'm getting time. So other thing when it comes to partnership and collaborations, I again would like to say what Harrison said is really right. If you have a shared value, if you have a shared interest with your counterpart, definitely you should go for your partnerships or collaborations. The best example I can give you was, how many of you have heard about GoPro? GoPro is known for making cameras, right? Especially the athletes and everybody, they use mobile cameras, so that's what they produce. And then we got Red Bull. So Red Bull makes, what do they make? Energy drink, yeah. So they both are into lifestyle, and they both join hands together to create different sort of ad campaigns and things, because they found that there is a shared value. For example, another example is Louis Vuitton and BMW. BMW came up with their sports car, BMW 8 Series. Why they should go for partnering with Louis Vuitton? The reason is Louis Vuitton as well as BMW, they had the shared interest of people's lifestyle. So Louis Vuitton made a bag, a leather bag, which can fit in BMW's rear shelf. So this is how you come up with a partnership and make impact for your business. The third one is the most interesting partnership I have found is Spotify and the Uber. I think Uber. So one of the ride-sharing platform and Spotify. Why do they need to partner? obvious thing, when you get inside the car, people love to listen music. So that's where the ride-sharing platform decided to partner with Spotify so that when the customer comes in, they can play music for the customers to sit back and relax and then listen to it. So this is where every business owner should think, what kind of partnerships are required for your brand to be elevated to the next level? Where should you look at the value of this partnership? It's not always about money, right? It's not always about money. It's about the value you are giving to your customer. Everybody thinks, sometimes business owners are myopics. They think that I just need to sell a product, make money out of it, and then I should get rid of it. It's not that. You are creating a legacy, you're creating a brand. You should understand the value you're giving to your customer. To provide values, what is important is to have partners with the shared vision, shared values. Having said this, once again, thanks to Eagles Network and the MoneyHub for giving this opportunity, and thanks to everyone for patiently listening.
This week's brand of the week is Oze app.